GCSE Maths. Welcome. Are you excited for a fun learning session? Make sure you have your book and a pen before we start. Today you are going to learn about the index laws. Indices and index laws. Index notation is the way in which we write how many times a number has been multiplied by itself, the repeated multiplication or the power. For example, 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 can be written as 4 to the power 4. When a fraction has a power, apply the power to both the numerator and the denominator if the fraction is in brackets with power on the outside. If the power only applies to one number, only apply the power to that number. As you can see in the example, the square only applied to the 7, so the 4 remains unchanged. There are some laws of indices that should be followed when simplifying expressions that contain powers. The law that needs to be used depends upon the operation being performed. When multiplying powers with the same base, then the indices are added. When dividing powers with the same base, then the indices are subtracted. When raising one power to another, multiply the powers. Any number to the power of 1 is itself. Any number to the power of 0 is 1. There are some laws for working with indices. They involve taking the reciprocal of the base, turning the base upside down. If a is the base, then the reciprocal is 1 over a. When the base is flipped, the index becomes positive. Please note the laws of negative indices. If the index is a fraction, the power can be rewritten as a root. There are 4 laws that can be used. A fraction indices means a root to the power of the denominator. If the numerator is more than a 1, then the numerator becomes the power of the base inside the root.